Iran launches a large-scale strike on Israel, turning a tense night into widespread alarm across the region. The Israeli Defense Forces move swiftly as Iran and allied groups mount multi-directional attacks across Israeli territory. Cluster munitions fired from Iran strike Israeli areas, leaving 1 dead and multiple people wounded. Missile fragments from Iranian strikes impact several spots across Tel Aviv, damaging infrastructure and spreading fear. Tensions ripple through Syria and the Gulf as Iran expands its response, opening multiple new fronts across the region. Under its ongoing campaign called True Promise 4, Iran unleashed fresh waves of missile and drone strikes across the region, casting a long shadow of fear over the Middle East as night fell once again. From the streets of Tel Aviv to the hills of the Golan and towns in southern Israel, residents scrambled for safety as warning sirens echoed through the night sky. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps declared it had struck and destroyed multiple Israeli and U.S. positions during coordinated attacks on the nights of March 27 and 28. Continuing its series of strikes, the IRGC announced that its precision missiles had successfully hit predetermined targets, framing it as a major success under Operation True Promise 4. Emergency medical teams confirmed 1 fatality in Tel Aviv following a direct Iranian missile impact that rattled parts of the city late in the night. The National Ambulance Service, Megan David Adam, reported that a man in his 60s lost his life, while 2 others suffered minor wounds in central Israel during the overnight barrage. According to local media, missile shrapnel scattered across 11 different sites in and around Tel Aviv, leaving visible damage across several urban blocks. The impact of falling debris left cars charred, windows shattered, and city streets scarred as the assault's remnants reached populated neighborhoods. Israel's Home Front Command said rescue and emergency teams were immediately deployed to assess damage, remove debris, and evacuate civilians from impacted zones. In the south, alarms pierced the night across Negev, Dimona, Beersheba, and Arad, warning residents to take shelter as incoming missiles were detected. Emergency crews confirmed that 6 submunitions from what appeared to be a cluster warhead hit areas in central Israel, causing localized blasts and panic among residents. In another incident, interception debris from Israel's defense systems fell over residential zones in the south, injuring 2 people and damaging vehicles. Sirens once again sounded in Beersheba following a new missile launch from Iran, with the IDF later confirming that the projectile was successfully intercepted mid-air. Meanwhile, Israeli officials reported that Hezbollah joined the assault from the north, adding further pressure along Israel's northern borders. As enemy missiles entered Israeli airspace, the IDF's alert network issued nationwide warnings, urging civilians to seek immediate protection in shelters. New barrages launched from Iran prompted fresh alerts across northern Israel and the Golan Heights, indicating a widening of the assault. Beyond Israel, the Iranian military claimed attacks on several U.S. bases across the Middle East, signaling a broader regional escalation in its operations. Adding another front, Yemen's Houthi fighters launched ballistic missiles towards southern Israel on March 28, aligning themselves with Iran's regional offensive. As Iran's missile barrage intensified on March 27, Gulf nations were compelled to activate their air defense networks, scrambling interceptors through the night to counter the growing regional threat. The United Arab Emirates Defense Ministry stated that its air defense system successfully engaged multiple incoming missiles and drones believed to have been launched from Iran. In neighboring Syria, state media reported a series of explosions in Damascus and nearby suburbs, noting that the exact cause of the blasts was still under investigation. In Bahrain, authorities issued 2 emergency warnings urging citizens to move to safe places after a missile-related fire broke out in a residential area during the overnight attacks. Governments across the Middle East raised their alert levels as Iran's True Promise 4 operation expanded into a multi-front offensive, triggering widespread defensive action. Reports suggested that an Iranian missile strike on Saudi Arabia's Prince Sultan airbase left at least 12 American personnel injured amid ongoing cross-border hostilities. According to U.S. officials briefed on the situation, 2 of the injured service members were in serious condition, receiving medical treatment at nearby military facilities. Additional reports indicated that several American refueling aircraft stationed at the base sustained damage during the strike, though the full extent of the losses remains unclear. An IRGC spokesperson announced that Iran's recent strike had resulted in heavy American casualties, claiming a large number of U.S. Marines were killed in the regional attack.
غافلگیر کننده چندین مرکز تجمع تروریست‌های صهیونی آمریکایی در جزیره بوبیان را مورد تهاجم ترکیبی موشکی و پهپادی قرار داد. در این تهاجم با انواع پهپادهای انهدامی و موشک‌های بالستیک تعداد زیادی از تفنگداران تروریست آمریکایی کشته و مجروحین این تروریست‌ها به بیمارستان‌های صالح الصبا، محمد الاحمد و علی السالم منتقل شدند. تهاجم علیه سربازان تروریست آمریکایی در هر نقطه‌ای از این منطقه تا نابودی کامل آنها از سرزمین مسلمانان به فضل الهی با حملات کوبنده ادامه خواهد یافت.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.